So today we're going to be talking about not only changing beliefs in your conscious mind, but also reprogramming and changing beliefs in your subconscious mind. Have you ever wondered how you can most quickly reprogram your subconscious mind? Well, what I have found is that you can question everything. And for me, that's been the easiest way to reprogram my subconscious mind, is to bring everything to the present. And so if there's something that, if I've got a program that is running in my subconscious and it just keeps showing up, I'm going to question it. And so I'm going to give you permission today to question everything that isn't serving you. So that's the first thing, is just to question. And the second thing is to bring it into your conscious mind. So as you're questioning it, really look at, what is this belief that is running this program? What's going on in my subconscious mind that is causing this thing to continue to happen? And so really take a moment and just bring it into your conscious mind, and don't filter it, don't judge it, just write it down exactly as it comes. And you might think, oh, that sounds really mean, or that sounds really, I need to soften that or whatever. No, write it down exactly as it comes, because that's what's going on in your subconscious mind. So we need to take a look at it. And as you're questioning that belief, just realize that a belief is just a belief. It's not actually a truth until you make a decision that it is a truth. And even then, it's not an absolute truth, because it's not true for every single person on the planet. But when you make a decision that it is true, then that begins to run your life. So the first thing is to question it. The second thing is to bring it into your conscious mind so that you can take a look at it. And the third thing is to decide, do I want to keep this? Do I want to keep this as a belief? Or do I want to change it to something else? Because if it's a belief, then you actually created it at some point. And usually we create beliefs because, out of survival mode. There's something that happened, a trauma or something like that, that we had to protect ourselves. And so there's nothing wrong with creating beliefs. Sometimes at some point they did serve us, but it's important to question if they're not continuing to serve us, if they're creating something that we don't want. And I'm going to share with you an experience that I had a few years ago, about 3 or 4 years ago, where this really served me. And hopefully this will really drive home to you how important it is and how possible it is for you to question everything, bring those subconscious beliefs into your conscious mind and change them. About 4 years ago, I had a heart attack. And the doctor had told me that from that point forward, my heart would only be working at half of its capacity. Well, for me, that was not a program that I wanted to put in my subconscious mind, and that was not a decision that I wanted to receive and accept about my heart, that it was going to be working at half of its capacity the rest of my life. And so what I did was I opened the way for a belief that every cell in my body was able to heal itself, that every cell in my body had a brain, and the healthy cells could talk to the sick cells and could tell them what to do to make themselves well again. And so I constantly created beliefs that said my heart was whole, that my heart was able to heal itself, that I had an amazing body that I could heal myself with. And so I never made the decision that my heart was going to be working at half of its capacity for the rest of my life. So that's what I encourage you to do, is question everything that doesn't work for you, bring it to your conscious mind, see what the beliefs are that are currently running in your subconscious mind, and then change them for beliefs that will serve you better. And after I began to create these new beliefs, the next thing and the last step to reprogramming your subconscious mind is that you begin to find evidence that it's true. So I hired a personal trainer, and he began working with me on strengthening my heart, strengthening my body. And so I began to find evidence that I was improving every day. The first day that I started my exercise program, I could only walk to the end of my driveway, and then I had to come back home. The next day, I got to walk down to 2 houses down. And the next day was 3 or 4 houses down. And then pretty soon I was walking to the end of the block. And before long, I was walking around the block. And then I began to hike. And before the end of that summer, I had hiked 2 mountain peaks. And so every single day I was gaining evidence. I was getting evidence that supported my body was healing. My body knew how to heal itself. My body was whole, and my cells knew how to talk to each other. So those are the steps. Question anything that's not serving you. Bring those subconscious beliefs to the conscious mind so you can see what they are. Make the decision to change those beliefs into new ones that will serve you, and then begin finding evidence that those beliefs are true. All right, so now you know how to change and reprogram those beliefs in your subconscious mind. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe below, and we'll see you next week.